Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are again on the pre-prod or test version of Howrse, because there is a new event out. If you look up there, it says memory game up at the top. But more importantly, there is a divine in the Golden Fleeces. I have recently been diagnosed as a gambling addict, and the last few videos on my channel kind of prove that. But I love the test server because I get 20,000 passes to spend on luck items. So this time it's Christmas Ghost. Christmas Ghost. Ugh, tried to mesh those two. It's one of the dragon horses. Fight it against other players' dragons to win a prize. One ghost, and if you go to it, it's one of these. It doesn't have pictures, but it's like the grimacing ghost and stuff like that, I believe. So in the memory game, you can take part to get 3 times more Christmas Ghost fragments per fleece, but we're not going to waste time with that. We're just going to head straight into this. I do prefer fleeces over Titan's challenges because you at least get one prize. And starting off with a 1-star fleece, but that's okay. I wish this was on the live version. Oh, 15. That'd be like 45, right? I think so. Yeesh. So definitely don't open fleeces until after you get to ×3 unless you are loaded. So let's start really getting into this. That was basically the test. What was I saying before that? Oh, I desperately need heals in my real account. I've been doing a lot of blupping and working horses, and I am completely out of heals again. Maybe not completely. I think, yeah, I did get a couple from trading to. Was that 4 fleeces? I stopped keeping track. Awesome. Okay, well, let's go to the horses. And because I want to like show off this horse, how much he gives per, there it is. How much he gives per ooh, another 3 hearts. I always do attack. So if you have a dragon divine, all you have to do is like board them in an equestrian center or give them a blanket. And just work them every day and make them fight. I have 2. I have this green one, and then I have Manticore. Soon to be 3 because I'm gonna get Christmas Ghosts. I just have to save up, which I'm not very good at doing, especially with. I only got 10 points. Dang. I'm especially not good at saving with the weekend promos, and also Black Friday is coming up, so we'll see how that goes. I might just end up buying passes for that. Okay, so I want to see how much it's going to cost to max the meter, but I also don't want to have to max the meter. Oops, I opened up another tab. Just ignore that. So let's go 2 stars, which means another Horn of Plenty. But every time that, 3 stars, finally. Arms, it doesn't really matter what I choose, but you know. Anytime pre-prod opens, this is just what I do. I go straight to the luck items. It also gives me a good idea of how much I need to save up to get certain divines. Past few that I've gotten, I had to fill the meter for. Gypsum, that came out in the Titans Challenges last weekend, a couple days ago. Even though the fragment rate was, like, amazing, I was getting, like, 150 fragments per, Titans Challenge, I still had to max the meter, and I got 2 of them. I maxed it on one, and on the other I had, like, maybe 100 left. But I did manage to sell one of them, so that's good. There it is. Okay. I don't know why it matters so much to me which one I get. Another 3-star. I always like looking at the amount of aging points I have after opening a bunch of, no, quit opening that. After opening a bunch of luck items, because, my personal motto is the more luck items you open, the less you have to farm. Another 3-star. I did pretty good on 3-stars with, Yvain. Is that how you say it? The one that gave the cat Sith thingy. So I had a bunch of, arms for that. I only have one left now because, like I said earlier, I've been blupping. If you're wondering why the screen is so long, I have to hold my phone upright. Otherwise, the page won't fully load. It's something my phone's been doing, and it's really stupid. I need to do another one of those, like, breeding farm, what's it called? Like, showing off my horses, because the last time I did one was several months ago. I actually just recently rewatched that video, because I was curious about which, like, retired coats I had back then, and which ones hadn't retired yet. So I went and looked at it, and I had casually just sitting around 4,000 passes. Now I'm lucky to get 2,000 because I'm spending them so much. But that 4,000 went straight into Manticore. I blew them all trying to get him. And I had to max that meter too. I also had to max the meter for Sakura and Shamisen. And they've only dropped their gifts once each. I did get, okay, so back when the Zodiacs were offered in the Fleeces, I got a Taurus, like, really, really easily, within a couple Fleeces. And I wanted Taurus because he gives, Zeus's lightning bolts, and I use those a lot breeding my drafts. But, like, I was, upset after getting him because everybody was saying that he had horrible drop rates and whatever. But he's actually dropped his prize more often than my Wind Divines have, because I have the iPix, the one that drops Zeus's lightning bolts, and I have 2 of those, and Taurus has dropped the bolt more than one of them. Like, I'm not gonna say more than both have, since I had them, but more than one of them will give me. See, we probably would have already maxed the meter if I had gone ahead and finished the event. Speaking of the event, I believe it's Newfoundland pony unicorns. I'm really excited for those. I'm a big unicorn breeder. I have the top Irish Hunter unicorns on the US server. And I don't know, I love unicorns. I guess it's the gamble of, each birth, is it going to be a unicorn or is it not? But right now I'm breeding solely with Hestia's gifts, because I want to pass 6, well, my goal is passing 7,000 before the end of the year. So I'm having to, breed up with Hestia's if I want to do that. I've lost track of how many I've opened. Normally I would get that UFO, but it's hard to do that on my phone. I can't wait to go see how many Morpheus's arms I get for this. I also want to spend all those Equus. I've never spent all the Equus on the pre-prod server, and I think that would be fun to do. Although I'm not sure on what. I could just buy up everything in the store. Like all the limited items, just buy them up. Horn of Plenty. Not even halfway there yet. Well, okay then. So we got a second one. Okay. Wait. Dang it, how many was that? First one was 4. So that was... First one was 4 fleeces, which got us to 19,200? Down to... Ooh, that's almost 7,000 passes. And that, guys, is why you wait. You absolutely wait for the ×3. I just want to know how many I can get for 20k. I don't think I'm going to check out the event this time. I'll just wait until it's in the spoiler topic on the server. 10 fragments. That kind of stinks. Ooh. I wish I could keep all the black market items I get from this, because I could totally spreeble up. At least let me keep the aging points. I wish there was like some reward for people who like did crap on the test server. I think that would make it more appealing to do. I wonder what, like, okay, so the next event is the one that has the Ladybug companion, because they're bringing that back, because a lot of people complained about it. Some people are mad, not just about the Ladybug, but about, like, donkey unicorns, and Pegasus, and winged, unicorn donkeys, like, because Howrse said that they would never do that and whatever, but honestly, I'm just happy. I've been wanting donkey unicorns. I don't personally breed them, but I do like the idea of the golden apple coats that are going to come from that. I don't normally collect donkey coats in general, but if it was unicorn donkeys, then I absolutely would. And I have the 2 100 use ones that came out last month, I believe it was. One of them is actually on an Immortal Foundation donkey. That was nice. I like how I'm telling y'all, like, hey, wait for the ×3, but I absolutely will not. If I have the passes on me, when this divine comes out, you better believe I will try at least 2 on the first day. Just because I can't wait. Oh, I was talking about the next event. Okay, it's coming 2 days, Thursday. And it is the Three Musketeers themed one. I'm not interested in the divine that's coming with it, or the coat. I just want the ladybug, and just the other prizes aren't worth it to me. Just the ladybug is what I want, and that's like on like checkpoint 5, so I'll easily be able to get that. But I'm wondering what the weekend special for that is gonna be, like this coming up weekend, because I have about 700. Is it just really easy to get? Is it? If this comes out around Christmas time, I don't know about the whole like time frame. Would it be out for the Christmas packs? Because then I'm planning on planning on buying the $70 pack, because I've been saving up, all year to be able to afford that, and I've never done that before. Would I like have enough passes to get a bunch of these? Because that would be fantastic to get a lot, because I love the ghosts, and they give a very big dressage bonus. Which, for my drafts, that'll be great, because we're trying to go for draft skillers, and dressage is their best. Or dressage, how do you say that? I don't know. I say things the way they're spelled, because I grew up reading, not talking to people. And if I watched anything, it was either okay, so I grew up watching Supernatural and Merlin and Sherlock, and I actually from the time I was a very small child, like we're talking like 1 or 2, my mom would watch CSI and Law and Order and stuff with me as a kid. So like I was just desensitized to violence by the time I was older. So like starting Supernatural when I was way too young to be watching that, like anywhere from 12 to 14. Uh the violence didn't get to me until I was older, and it like sunk in just how violent that show was, and I stopped watching it around season 9. But they like they said things weird. Not weird, but not like how things are pronounced down here where I live. So like I grew up saying things weird, and then I started watching anime, and I usually watched in sub, mainly because it's hard to find the dub for free and whatever. So like I don't know. I don't talk like other people. I say things different, and it is embarrassing when people correct you, but if they're doing it in a loving, kind way, then you can't be too mad. We're opening 100 fleeces. Out of how many has it been? I don't know. My perception of time is way off. I'm sitting out in my family's van because all the kids are loud inside. And it's actually pretty dark out here. And it's very creepy. Especially since we like live way out, like not in the middle of nowhere, but we are in the middle of a lot of woods with very few houses. So it's really creepy out here. For a complete change of subject, I have been wanting for a long time to get back into streaming, but I can't find like any apps or anything that would let me stream from my phone, and that's all I've got. 4! Yay! I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Do they have the same meter like the Grails, or is it just normal? Like, can I just use them? Hmm. So far I've gotten 4, and I haven't had to max the meter once. Which is very nice. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might edit this video to where the bottom isn't so long. Yeah, I wish I had seen how many aging points I had before I started this. Because on the test server, it's old, so I can't just go back on to the normal server. I've gotten a decent amount of 2 and 3 star fleeces. In fact, I think the majority have been 2 and 3. Normally I have trouble getting those. And I've gotten a lot of horseshoes. Horseshoe studs thingies, whatever the heck they're called. Will we be able to get another one with 30 fleeces? We should be. It'd be, like, really sad if we weren't. How much did I spend on getting Vane? I have it written down in my notebook because I've been keeping track for the past few divines on how much I spent. Like gypsum, the 2 cost 7 fleeces each. Yeah. I sold quite a bit to be able to afford those. Which is a bad habit that I've gotten into. Just, lowering things until they sell. Like lowering the price in passes until they sell. I've cheated myself out of quite a few passes because I just can't stand to wait. Why did it stop loading? There we go. So I'm hoping for at least one more. So out of like 100, we get 5, which would be a pretty good rate. Is it 5? Sorry, I'm trying to do math in my head. So, any other retired coat collectors out there like the new release? Personally, I love it. It's just beautiful. The Halloween coats are amazing. There's 3 or 4 riding unicorn coats. 100 uses that I got. I can't remember how many exactly. Water Lake was one of my favorites, but I also like the one with the pumpkin head that floats. Wow! Number 5. These are a whole lot easier to get than I thought they would be. Cause what was it? I can't remember. There was one divine I did on the test server. I don't think I recorded it. Where like out of all 20,000 passes, I got like 1 or 2. And the fragment drop was just awful. Ooh, I just remembered. So, the beginning of the month is coming, which means that those packs are going to be offered again. Mine usually comes like from the beginning to the middle of the month. I've bought 2 or 3. The first one I got Caradoc, the Donkey Grail Divine that gives Horns of Plenty. And then the second one is where I got the Green Dragon, which drops a Katrina's brooch. I didn't really want the dragon. I did want Caradoc because I was not able to get him when he was like offered in the luck item. But the Green Dragon has been nothing but a headache, and he only just dropped his prize, even though they come with the meter partially full. No, excuse me. He's just driving me nuts, and he only has 3 hearts as well. And I'm lucky if I get 20 points from him, but past 2 days I've gotten 40 a day. So like normally he'll give me 10 to 20, but I've been lucky with him the past few days. But my Manticore has just been stubborn, refuses to win anything. Another thing I like about the Golden Fleece, the colored tack, because I need that. My favorite kind of divines to take care of, probably the Japanese divines. I have 2 of those, Shamisen and Sakura, that I mentioned earlier. And they don't drop their prizes very often, but they do drop aging points and what's it called? Colored tack pretty often. Although they really, really also like to drop what's it called? Equus. Very small amounts of Equus. The smallest I've gotten being either 25 to 50. Oh. Sorry if I've been rambling this whole video. I'm like exhausted and basically surviving on the 3 cups of Dr. Pepper and 2 coffees I had today. Uh, I've been meaning to record, but things around here have just been like crazy. My mom threw her back out. She's having problems with that. Uh, we've been going on a couple trips. We went to see some mountains. We went to the beach. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. I followed a crab. Just followed it right into the water. What else has been going on? Well, my internet just cuts out randomly sometimes. I'm glad it hasn't while I'm out here. Oh, I pinched something in my back, like a nerve or something, and it just hurts like constantly, and my arms will get tingly and my fingers tingle and stop working. Although we did figure out that it was most likely because of the way that I was using my phone, because there's one place in the whole house where it actually, like, the internet will work, and it's on the bottom shelf of my bookshelf. Not bottom, it's second to bottom, but I don't use the bottom one because it's like... So, okay. Corner of the room is the bookshelf, and up against the bottom of the bookshelf is my mattress. I have a box spring and then a mattress. A funny story about the box spring in just a second. But the shelf is where I set my phone to watch YouTube or play Howrse or whatever. So I lay on my stomach, because the bed and that shelf are like level. Lay on my stomach, both arms in front of me, with my head like up to where I'm facing the phone, and it put so much like pressure on my back, I guess. I don't know. It was like, it felt like it was being smushed when that was happening. But yeah, it has eased up since I stopped doing that. And now for the story about the box spring, which also adds on to why my back has been jacked up. We call it, this is gonna sound funny, my butt dent in my bed, because I share my room with 2 other sisters. It's a pretty small room. We don't really have any places to sit. We have one couch, and that's usually taken up by the younger kids. So I usually spend most of my time on my bed, just sitting there or laying there reading or on my phone or doing like studying or whatever. I spend time on my phone, and that's where me and my siblings will hang out. Not phone, my bed. So my mom liked to joke about my butt dent. We recently got a new box spring because the last one was like old, like way too old to still be using. And it had a butt dent in the middle. So, like, you know, the springs were sagging or whatever. This new one is only a few months old, and it already has one. So one night, I go to my mom, and I'm like, I can't sleep on this anymore. It's almost impossible. It's hard to breathe. So she's like, okay, take a cover, like a big, thick blanket, and stuff it under there to provide you some support until we can get you a new box spring. I go to lift up my mattress, and find out that it's made from, like, the frame of this box spring is made from like hollow metal, like poles, like, and it's so like weak metal that it bent on the side. So it's not the springs in the middle, it's the actual frame itself collapsed on one side. And so I was basically, my head was elevated and my like from my hips down was almost dangling off the bed because this dipped. So now I have two thick blankets leveling out my bed, but I'm sleeping in basically like a taco right now because the two sides kind of wrap up around me. But we're trying to find me a new box spring that's not so cheap. Because it was just like a placeholder because my dad's building an addition to our house, so I was going to get my own room for the first time since I was like 2. But yeah. Funny story of the day, if anybody made it this far into the video. I can see the living room window from right here. They just pulled the curtain down. And it scared the mess out of me because out of the corner of my eye, the light went off. And it just, I don't know why that scared me, like startled me. I can also see my neighbor's bird pen where he keeps his chickens and quail and stuff. And our pond, I can see that. The light from the bird pen is reflecting off of it. And I'm facing the addition's window, what's going to be my window. And I'm terrified of looking at that because I'm afraid there's going to be somebody else looking back at me because the door on it doesn't lock. Or if it does, they don't lock it, and it would be useless anyway because the wall on the far side has an opening big enough for somebody to get into. So like I'm sitting here like absolutely terrified of looking up into this window. It doesn't help that my dad got the creepy doll that we found in our attic and stood it up in there once. And then my sister moved it to the back of his car. That's the second. Oh, I'm out of passes. So out of 100 fleeces, I believe 20,000 passes is. We got 5 Christmas ghosts. Let's go make sure they all have different meters. Otherwise, I will only be going for one. So the other one has 910. So let's see how much this one has. Oh, my bad. So yeah, they each have their own separate meters. I've just got 5. They need. That's not bad. 1,200? My other 2 need 1,500, so that's 300 less, which makes up for it only having 3 hearts. Yeah. I'm gonna turn on the light in here. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, okay. It doesn't turn on. Not right now, anyway. Okay. Anyway, yeah, it totally makes up for that. So, guys, that was me opening 20,000 passes worth of fleeces. My gambling addiction is not sated at all. Still want to open more, but you know, it is what it is. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video and you made it this far, please make sure to like and subscribe because it always helps out. And I do plan on uploading more often and more consistently because I do enjoy making videos and I enjoy, just talking about the things that I love and sharing it. And I look forward to your comments and suggestions and just your thoughts on the things that I upload. So thanks, guys. Bye.